where we going? Oh, let's get into this tea. Let's talk about Yolanda Adams. So the other day, we went up in here talking about these old church queens that's going around doing all kinds of scandalous things and condemning homosexuals when they full on faggots themselves. Um, so then we had Yolanda Adams recently did an interview with uh Clay Kane. I almost forgot his damn name. With Clay Kane, where he basically talked about um gays in the church or homophobia in the church. And her overall opinion of it surprised the hell out of me. But in regards to that, it made me like her even more. So hold on a second while we pull up this clip and we're going to come back and talk. Please.
A lot of LGBT folks, friends who are in the church and they love the church and they love that space. And you have never used your religion, your faith to hurt people. There are plenty of LGBT folks in the Black church.
Absolutely. And have been, listen, I am 64 years old. I have seen everything in the church.
Yes.
And again, it has everything to do with the way you were nurtured. My family nurtured us to believe and know that everyone that gets to this earth got here because they are God's children. And why would you want to ever hurt anything that God loves? I have cousins, I have friends, I have dear, dear friends in and out of all music and arts and sports genres. And I never looked at them as anything other than beautiful people. And it is not my job ever to hurt anyone or debase anyone because of who they are. God is not surprised by anyone he created. He knew who you would be before your mom and dad even got together. So why am I disrespecting what God respects and loves? Period.
I have a lot of.
Now, if that ain't a word, I don't know what to tell you, because here's the thing. What I don't understand is, why can't we have more people that particularly think like Yolanda Adams does in regards to what she had to say? I kind of wish there were more people, because we always tend to hear more or less from the people that condemn homophobia, that look down their nose at people that come up in the church. You want people to come as they are. You want people to show up and worship the Lord and all this other stuff. But y'all be some of the most judgmental ass people in the damn church and be doing the most sinful things once y'all leave. So I don't understand why people be so negative. But here you have someone who's been in the church, that has been indoctrinated in the church, who speaks, who is on the same level as them Donnie McClurkins and that fat bitch, the one who heels be fighting for their life whenever she put her feet in them. What's her name? Kim Burrell and all of them, when they be coming up in there saying all that stuff, that hate was up with quiet as it's kept. I heard that Kim Burrell part of that celluloid closet club. And wasn't she married to a man once upon a time that left her for another man? So we out here throwing stones, and you need to be looking at your own self. But I love the fact that we have somebody like Yolanda Adams who's come in and said, you know what? I know many people in the church. There've been gays that have been in the church since the dawn of time, since before speech replaced sign language. But people get so caught up in all the bigotry and the hatred that is spewed by these people talking about being effeminate and liking men and stuff, you going to hell, and you don't want to be around these sissies and all this other stuff. Who that old lady that looked like she was aging every time she was going in on the gays? I forgot her name. But yeah, so I just love the fact that we have somebody who comes out and says this. And to me, when I hear someone like a Yolanda Adams comes out and make these type of comments, this is what makes me like that brings me into the people of you know what, there is hope out there for people who truly are, LGBT, but want to have that connection with God and want to have that connection with, the religious aspect. But this is why I always say, for me, I'd rather take a more spiritual path than a religious path, because a lot of times it's hard to try to find that space within the church that loves you for you and comes in as not judgmental because you are different. So shout out to Yolanda Adams. I did see some people in the comments, they was emotional, I think they meant emotional intelligence is so necessary for this world to move forward and grow. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, because she's so far one of the very few in the church that got some kind of intelligence. So it's good to hear somebody who said that. Another person said, no Yolanda Adams slander will be tolerated. It sure won't be. And another person said, this is why we love Auntie Landa. Or Londa, sorry. So yeah, we need more people like her that think like her and aren't afraid to speak out in regards of, yeah, I'm in the church and I'm not going to sit about here and judge and condemn because, as y'all said, didn't y'all say God makes no mistakes? I mean, Lady Gaga wrote a whole song about it. It don't make no damn mistake because we was all born this way, right? So if you were born the way you were born and God makes no mistakes, he is very much well aware of homosexuals. It's just the fact that y'all want to sit and cherry pick bullshit in that man-made book of fables called the Bible and want to pass it off as fact and truth and all this other stuff. When quiet as it's kept, a lot of you people that like to cherry pick shit out the Bible, y'all don't be following everything because I've been seeing some of you same bitches out here mixing fabrics and eating that goddamn shellfish because there'll be a lot of you homophobes that be up in there in that damn Red Lobster and that damn nasty ass shrimp and oysters. So I definitely want to hear from y'all regarding this topic. And like they said, there will be no Yolanda Adams slander on his damn channel. You will get cuffed the fuck out. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.